Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Lazelle. I'm the business website director at Healy Consultants in Singapore. I have with me this morning Yekaterina Li. She's a senior client relationship manager, pardon me, also operating out of our Singapore office. Good morning, Katia.
Good morning, Mark. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to speak with you again, Katia, as we have done on a few occasions recently. Now, Katia, this morning we are talking about a United States engagement that you have just worked on, specifically the setting up of branch offices in different states in the US for a client. Will you please just explain a little bit about the engagement and what the client was requiring from us, please?
Yeah, sure. So actually, this client approached us early in this year, and initially they wanted us to help them to incorporate about 3 branch offices in US. The client is in the pharmaceutical industry, and they provide technical expertise to companies in this sector. And I think they already have offices in Europe and Singapore, but they wanted to expand to US market because there are multiple clients based there. Yeah, we started the engagement and eventually set up a corporation in Wyoming and also several branches in 5 different states. And also we provided some secretarial support for their branch office in Canada.
Okay, very good. Katia, just tell me a little bit about the process of incorporating the company in Wyoming and setting up the branches. How challenging, how difficult, how easy is this process?
Actually, US is pretty efficient and everything is done via the governmental bodies. The main challenges I faced during the engagement were to deal with different regulatory frameworks in different US states, and also to project manage all the multiple setups in efficient manner, and also to meet the client's expectations on the timeline.
What were the 4 the states in which we were asked to set up the branches? Which states were they, Katia?
Yeah, well, for the branch offices, these were Massachusetts, California, New York, and North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. And each of those states obviously has different regulations, different requirements. Is that correct?
Yeah, basically they are very similar, but they have slight differences. Yeah, but overall it was very easy because the client already had incorporated the entity in Wyoming.
And you say that the client was based outside the United States. Did that pose any challenges at all? Was the client required to get any documents notarized or apostilled in their country of residence? Did the client, was the client required to travel anywhere to complete the incorporation and the branch setup process?
Actually, luckily, there were no specific requirements for the apostille of the document. So, luckily for our client, they didn't have to travel and they didn't have to complete these requirements. So, yeah, we were also very happy for that. The only, I think, challenge was for the bank account opening because the client wanted to have a very an account with a very well-known bank like Bank of America or JP Morgan. But unfortunately, these banks require face-to-face meetings. So we did provide a couple of solutions with the middle tier banks, but our client decided not to proceed and instead to open an account themselves with one of the top tier banks in US.
Okay. But they did require us to assist with certain other corporate services. Can you just explain briefly what those corporate services were, please, Katia?
Sure. So for the newly incorporated companies in US, we help them with some filings of special forms for employment, etc. And also we did some secretarial support for the existing Canada branch.
Okay. Very good. And in terms of timeline, from the time that we began working on the engagement to the time when we had completed the incorporation of not only Wyoming but also the branch offices for the client, what sort of timeline are we talking about?
I think it was about 4 months, but also it depended actually on the client because they took decisions on where to incorporate next in consequently. So that's why it took several months, but it's also because of the client's decision making.
Sure. Okay, Katia, I think we have all the information we need. Thank you for giving us an update on this engagement. And I look forward to speaking with you again very, very soon about any other engagements you're working on.
Thank you, Mark. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.